I was already standing when the hall went quiet. Dress whites everywhere, flags breathing. My brother's trident gleamed under the lights, new and sharp, like a promise that still hurt to look at. I kept my hands folded. I kept my face neutral. Silence is a discipline you learn early. My father sat 2 rows ahead, spine stiff with borrowed pride. He didn't turn around. He didn't have to. He'd already told everyone his version. She dropped out, said it with a sigh, like a tragedy he survived. He liked the sound of it, made him the wounded parent, made me the failure. I watched the general approach the podium, watched my brother swallow, watched my father lean forward. Then the general's eyes found me. He paused, a beat too long. "Rear Admiral," he said, crisp as a blade. "You're here?" 200 SEALs rose as one. I didn't smile. I breathed. I met my father once, years ago, at a base cafeteria where the coffee tasted like rust and ambition. I was a cadet then. He was still the sun in our family sky. He told me the Navy would break me, said I was too quiet to lead, too stubborn to bend. He told my brother the opposite, loud encouragement, easy faith. He split us clean down the middle and called it love. I trusted him anyway. That's the part that stings when I let it. I remember the day he decided my story for me. He'd come to my quarters unannounced, smelled like aftershave and certainty. He asked if I was still playing soldier. I told him I was deploying. He laughed, said, "Don't embarrass yourself." When I left the room, he called relatives, friends, old colleagues. He watered the lie until it grew roots. The betrayal didn't arrive as a punch, it came as a pattern. Invitations that stopped, calls that went to voicemail, a mentor who hesitated before congratulating me, a whisper that followed me into rooms I'd earned entry to. I found the proof in a forwarded email, careless, smug, where he'd written, "She couldn't hack it, we're focusing on the sun now." I felt the hurt register, then I shelved it. I learned early that reactions feed predators. So I planned, quietly, thoroughly. I let the lie live, I let it breathe, I let it spread just enough to be fatal when the truth arrived. I worked, I listened, I documented. Every performance review, every commendation, every command I took when others said no. I didn't correct anyone who pitied me. Pity is camouflage. I let my father keep his audience. I let him rehearse his lines. I waited for a stage worthy of the truth. The plan was simple. Timing is everything. When my brother made it to BUSDS, I sent flowers, anonymous. When he passed Hell Week, I sent a note, no return address. When the ceremony date arrived, I RSVP'd as a guest. No title, no rank, just a name my father thought he'd buried. I arrived early, sat where I could see everything. I wore nothing that announced me. The uniform waited in the car, folded with care. I wanted the lie to be comfortable before I pulled it away. The general's salute cracked the room open. My father stood too fast. The blood left his face in stages. Confusion first, then calculation, then fear. He turned, finally. Our eyes met. He searched my face for mercy. He didn't find it. I stepped forward when invited, took the salute because refusing it would have been dishonest. The room hummed, questions stacked in the air. I didn't answer them. I didn't have to. After the applause, after the cameras, after my brother hugged me hard enough to bruise, pride and confusion tangled, I found my father in the corridor. He tried to speak. I raised a finger, not angry, precise. "You told a story," I said. "I let you." He opened his mouth, closed it. The lie had nowhere to go. "I didn't ruin you," I continued. "I removed the cover." The fallout was surgical. Old emails surfaced, calls returned, invitations corrected themselves. The people who mattered already knew. The ones who didn't were learning fast. My father lost his audience, then his influence, then his certainty. Not by my hand, but by gravity. I didn't gloat. I don't need to. The best revenge is letting the truth do its work while you stand still. Later, alone, I allowed myself a breath that felt like relief, not triumph, relief. I hadn't won. I'd aligned the world with reality. I think about silence differently now. Silence isn't weakness, it's storage, it's patience, it's the long game played by people who understand timing. My brother wears his trident with honor, I wear my rank with restraint, and my father tells fewer stories these days. The ones he tells are smaller, safer. As for me, I learned that power doesn't announce itself. It arrives on cue, salutes once, and leaves the room changed.